You opened Amazon at 11 p.m. just to browse. 45 minutes later, you've got a $60 diffuser, a book you'll never read, and a portable blender in your cart. And you're justifying it. The blender's actually practical. Sound familiar? Here's the uncomfortable truth. That wasn't a shopping trip. That was your brain running a program it learned years ago. And today, we're going to break that program apart. Because once you understand why you buy, you'll never look at a sale sign the same way again. Let's start with dopamine. Everyone talks about it like it's the pleasure chemical. But here's what they get wrong. Dopamine doesn't spike when you get something. It spikes when you expect to get something. That rush you feel scrolling through products, reading reviews, adding things to your cart, that's dopamine, pure anticipation. The moment the package arrives, the spike drops, fast. That's why retailers designed Add to Cart as a separate step from Buy Now. The more time you spend wanting, the more locked in you become. Here's a question most people never ask themselves in the moment. Am I buying this thing, or am I buying a version of myself? That $200 running jacket, are you a runner or do you want to become one? That premium notebook, are you disciplined about journaling or do you want to feel like someone who is? Psychologists call this aspirational identity purchasing. You're not buying an object, you're buying the story you want to tell yourself about who you are. And brands are brilliant at this. They don't sell products, they sell identities. Apple doesn't sell a laptop, they sell you're a creative. Patagonia doesn't sell a fleece, they sell you care about the planet. Rolex doesn't sell a watch, they sell you've made it. The product is just the entry fee to the identity. Two words that will rewire your brain against your better judgment every single time. Only three left. That's scarcity, and your brain doesn't process it logically. It processes it as threat. Back when humans were hunter-gatherers, scarcity meant danger. If food was limited, you grabbed it. That instinct never left. It just got redirected toward limited edition sneakers and Amazon Lightning deals. And right next to scarcity, social proof. 47,000 people bought this last month. Translation, your brain hears everyone else knows something you don't. We are deeply social creatures. We follow the crowd not out of weakness, but because historically, the crowd was usually right about where the food was, where the predators were. Marketers just hijacked that ancient wiring. Here's the one most people really don't want to hear. A lot of buying has nothing to do with the product. You're stressed, you shop. You're bored, you scroll and shop. You're sad, you treat yourself. You achieved something, you reward yourself. Shopping is self-regulation. It's a legal, socially acceptable way to change how you feel in under 10 minutes. The product isn't the point. The emotional shift is the point. And here's the cruel irony. It works, temporarily. Research shows the act of choosing and purchasing does genuinely reduce cortisol, your stress hormone, in the short term. So your brain learns, feeling bad, buy something. It helps. Except an hour later, you feel bad and you've spent $80 on things you didn't need. So what do you actually do with all of this? I'm not here to tell you to stop buying things. That's unrealistic and honestly boring advice. But here are 3 shifts that actually work. 1. Name the trigger. Before you buy, ask, what am I actually feeling right now? Bored? Anxious? Excited? Naming it doesn't solve it, but it creates a pause between impulse and action. That pause is everything. 2. Delay, don't deny. Add it to your cart. Sleep on it. If you come back in 48 hours and still want it, you probably actually want it. Most of the time, you forget it exists. 3. Audit your identity purchases. Look at the things in your home you never use. Ask, was I buying this thing or the idea of being someone who uses this thing? Be honest. It'll save you hundreds a year. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed. Every notification, every countdown timer, every customers also bought suggestion is a carefully engineered path from your emotion to your wallet. But now you know the map. And knowing the map doesn't mean you stop traveling. It just means you decide where you're going. If this hit different, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And drop in the comments, what's the most recent thing you bought that you didn't actually need? I'll go first in the pinned comment.